Hello everyone, Grandmaster VAR AKOBIAN here, and I'm here with my student Jonathan Macting, and we're going to take a look at the game. So round number 5 of the IM Norm tournament in St. Louis. In this round, we have GM PROLEIKO playing actually one of my students from St. Louis, FM Cervantes, Talia Cervantes. She's been on a roll, Jonathan. She's had 3 successful tournaments in a row, gaining I want to say close to 70 FIDE rating points. So, which is incredible since April.
Wow, in 3 tournaments?
April to now, 3 tournaments, 70-point gain for Talia Cervantes. Absolutely. Yeah. So let's take a look at this game against Julian. So C4 English defense. We have the classical English setup. So we have G3, Knight F6, Bishop G2, D5, going for the main line. Okay, and these are the main lines when you play D5, Knight C3, Knight B6, Knight F3, Knight C6, castles, Bishop B7, D3. All been played, hundreds of games, maybe thousands played. A3. When A3 is played, what is the first impression, Jonathan? What is White trying to do? What is the idea behind the move A3?
It looks like he's trying to prevent any bishop or knight movement to B4, and he might strike out with a B4 move of himself and put a bishop on B2.
Exactly. Yeah. He might be trying to play that himself. So what you got to try to do here, you want to prevent that. And to prevent that, you're going to play the move A5, okay? To simply prevent that and say, you know what, I'm not going to let you do that. Now it goes Bishop E3, Rook E8. Bishop E3, Rook goes on E8, Rook C1, Bishop F5. Activating the bishop and, getting ready to also get the queen involved at some point. Knight D2. This is normal. White wants to maybe maneuver the knight to C4. Rook E1 played.
Looks like it restricts E4 too, like forever.
Yes. Now Knight A4, trading. And Bishop D5. Some couple of trades will occur. And here, White says, you know what, I don't want the bishops off the board. You could actually take here. You can argue that after take Rook C3, Rook EC1, you have some pressure here.
I feel like he centralized the queen, though.
Yeah, black is also quite solid here, so it's hard to tell if you actually have that much.
I like the knight defender.
Now F5 played. Knight C3. And now not trading the bishop is interesting because I was always under the impression that White wants to trade bishops here. And like this is what I would consider take, and I would just, maybe put my king on H8 or maybe calculate some of this Knight D4 ideas.
That looks very drawish.
But yeah. I don't know about moving the bishop away. Okay, this I'm not sure because it leaves.
Are they both just respecting the bishops? They want the bishop pair, both of them. Is that what it is?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but I think it was important to take the bishop on G2. Now Queen B1 comes in, putting pressure on B7, Rook B8, Knight A4. Okay, this is an inaccuracy. This is an inaccuracy from PROLEIKO. He should have just played maybe Bishop D5. Looks like another chance to get rid of that strong bishop. So now Queen D7, Queen C4. I mean, position is roughly equal, okay? But he played Knight A4, and this is very serious because we know Knight on the rim is dim.
Knight on the rim is dim.
Knight on the rim, and now Knight
it
E4.
will be stuck there.
There was a chance here. There was a chance here for Cervantes. F4, attacking the bishop. If takes, pawn takes. Now, bishop takes F4, and now knight comes to D4. This is very nice now, attacking the queen.
Yeah.
And now taking only 2 and winning the exchange. So if you go here, maybe even Rook A8 first, inserting it. And I mean, things are just hanging. You have a knight hanging. There is the E2 hanging. So there are a lot of things hanging in this position. So an advantage for black here. But Cervantes, Talia missed this. She played Knight D4. Missed opportunity, golden opportunity for her. Takes C6. Interesting. This is called in between move. When opponent captures something, you're not capturing back, you're attacking something. This is called in between move, Jonathan, to remember, okay? Also sometimes referred in the books as intermezzo.
Yeah, intermezzo. Yeah, that's
now, bishop here. I don't know what's going on here. This is just really complicated. So takes, Knight C5. So by the end when everything comes off the board, it looks like black is absolutely fine here because black has the pair of the bishops, okay?
Yeah.
And not so clear if white has accomplished much. Take, e4. Interesting.
Wants his bishops to be more open, right?
Bishop c4, wow. Putting pressure on e2 and kind of establishing a strong...
And a weird
E5
attack on
PROLEIKO,
a4.
e5 by PROLEIKO, but he could have taken another pawn. And then we would have seen this complicated setup here. So now the pawns are... So basically, black sacrificed 2 pawns, but now he comes in with rook and says, you know what? Now it's my turn, and I'm going to start collecting the materials. Of course, the knight on h6 looks absolutely horrible here, so this is going to take some time to bring him into the game. But I think perhaps maybe taking another pawn would have been easy. Just give some material advantage to PROLEIKO.
Yeah, Peshke to Peshke.
e5, rook, so c2, a4. Wow.
Whoa.
Looks like black is taking over the game here. Rook takes e2. Another alternative is actually bishop to b3. It's a hard move to find, but you just take, and now you basically what you do is you just push. Push.
Oh, wow.
Very direct, you know?
Yeah,
it's very direct and it's very fast.
Yeah, that's like 5 moves to a queen. That's crazy.
When here, take. Bishop f7, inaccuracy. This bishop should not go back on f7. This bishop should be parked on b3. This is a fantastic square because once you pick up the b2 pawn, you can start rolling your a pawn. So this bishop should be parked on b3. So it went here. Rook takes c5. Still an advantage. Yeah, this is just winning. But unfortunately, she played bishop f7.
Would you say that activity is more important than material in chess?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you have to do both. But in this particular moment, just keeping the bishop more active was so important. And e8, bishop e6. Yeah, it looks like this game was going to end in a draw here, but PROLEIKO didn't want to repeat. He could have just played bishop e8. Bishop e8 here and repeat, but he didn't do that. And anyway, it was a very long game. After this, we'll see. And they reached this position, which is a draw. But, I mean, equal amount of opposite color bishops. So, and
King's cut off.
King's cut. I mean, it just should be a draw here. But at the very, very end, there were some blunders that occurred, and Talia managed to win this game. But objectively, this game should have ended in a draw here. Still a little bit better for black in the sense that the king is cut off, you know. But you guys can check the ending of the game. It's just in opposite color bishop endgame. I can really quickly go to the...
Yeah, just flip through it, yeah.
So this is still all draw. This is a completely draw. So what you got to do in this position is actually very, very simple. What you got to do here is don't play bishop d5. Just go king here.
The catch.
So g5, you just go
blockade.
Here.
Yeah. Oh.
And here you just put the bishop on f5. Pawn c2, attack the pawn. So if he's waiting, you're waiting. If he pushes, then you get this setup. Once you get this setup,
you can't win.
White cannot do anything. Because
that's so cool.
You put a bishop on f3. If you sit there, I sit there. And then eventually you can't do anything. You can't
that's so counterintuitive, though. That's great.
It's knowledge.
Yeah, that's great.
Once you know that you have the knowledge, you would know that's this. Great. You know, almost all my students know how to draw this position because it's just I taught them this. Okay, so this is your basically drawing mechanism.
That's
guys.
A great one.
So, but instead he actually went bishop to d5. It was still a draw, but the bishop should be on the attacking side, not. And this is still a draw actually. And as soon as the king gets there, yeah, he went here and allow f3. So he had to just wait a little bit more, one more time.
Oh no! Oh, yeah, one more waiting move.
When the king goes here, then only attack.
Because now he has to come back to babysit. Yep.
Well, you can't. The pawn is hanging in babysit. So if you play g3, just bishop b7 back, and if you go here, king g3. And now you're losing the pawns here. And here, just bring the bishop back to e2, and it's a draw. Okay.
Yep.
So again, endgame knowledge is very, very important, okay? So hope you guys enjoyed this game. This was a little bit longer game, a lot of interesting analysis, but make sure you remember your endgame positions, your setups in opposite color endgame. So hope you enjoy it, guys. We'll see you next time. See you.